It was a gruesome scene. We saw the bed covered in blood. Experts say you should install a mailbox that locks, leaving behind a family. The buses arrived just before dusk, loaded with men and women in uniform. Excited families were there to say a last goodbye. F-15E Strike Eagles have been taking off since Saturday. Their mission will be the war on terrorism. In a neat row, $50 million fighters, sleek, deadly, ready. But the men and women boarding this plane are support personnel, everyone from civil engineers to mechanics. They posed for pictures, collected their thoughts, even turned the spotlight on the media.
Where are you going? You leaving? I'm going to go play? Yes, sir. All right. Well, hurry back. Yes, sir.
A special send-off for these airmen, Goldsboro Mayor Al King offered a handshake for each as they boarded the plane.
I am here to see these great people, all who are going to be defending us and our freedom. And the least I could do is to come here and say hello and shake their hand and wish them well.
It's really difficult on their families to see them go, but it's difficult on us too because they are like a part of our family.
For security reasons, the base cannot release the exact number of men and women heading overseas or their exact destination. At nightfall, the families watch under a moonlit sky, all eyes on the plane as it made its final turn to the runway. Old Glory everywhere as it disappears into the night.
Investor?
Al and I started my own war tonight, a war of words. A group of students met in Mendenhall Student Center to watch the president's speech tonight. Afterwards, they took on each other.
See, that's apples and oranges. That's
the Iraqi people is going to suffer. They are not going to be better. They're not going to get anything more. They will just suffer from this war.
But see, they're suffering now.
Wait until he uses all these weapons.
There are no proof that he will use.
There is no. Well, there isn't proof that he did use it, but there's no proof that he isn't either.
He's dangerous.
What's he planning on doing with them? You know, these are decorations for my home. I mean, they're weapons of mass destruction.
Are we going to be able to go into? Are we going to say we're going to go into every country does it? Because at least 100 countries torture their people.
That's totally different from what's going on with him. I mean, he has openly thumbed his nose up at everybody. The whole world, he didn't really care. I mean, he's been brutal to his people.
Lots of opinions tonight. We talked with a number of people off campus as well. About half of them were for war, about half were against. Reporting live in the newsroom, Vester Flanagan, Eyewitness News 9 on your side. When we go to the grocery store, we assume the store is clean, but we don't think about the cleanliness of the shopping carts. Fox's Eric Seidel has the dirt in this report. Good, I can't wait.
All right.
Thank you, Alyssa. Well, you know, it technically makes you a quarter of your real age, comes around once every 4 years, and without it, snow would be possible in July. We're talking about leap years. Laura Barron has the story.
Number 1 Primetime Newscast.
One person was killed and another injured during an angry standoff between Iraqis and coalition forces. Protesters chanted anti-Bush slogans as they blocked the path of military convoys. The mob yelled at American soldiers and threw rocks. According to witnesses, U.S. forces started shooting when one car failed to stop as the convoy passed by. Dutch Marines eventually intervened. Construction work on a section of Israel's security wall in the West Bank has been suspended. Today, the Israeli Supreme Court ordered the government to suspend work for 1 week. The court ordered the suspension while the army re-examines the planned route ahead of another hearing next week. Israel says it needs the barrier around 8 Palestinian towns to keep terrorists out, but Palestinians call it a land grab. Spanish police are on heightened alert after stopping a van with more than 500 pounds of explosives inside. Police say the separatist group ETA was planning an attack on the capital city of Madrid. The seizure comes just 2 weeks before Spain's general elections and just days after the ETA declared a ceasefire. A new development tonight in the case of the missing Mississippi family. An adopted cousin, Ernest Lee Hargan, has been charged with possession of methamphetamines and a firearm. It's unclear how the charges might relate to the disappearance of Michael and Rebecca Hargan and their 4-year-old son. The family's been missing since Valentine's Day. Investigators say they found blood and spent bullet casings at the house, but there were no signs of forced entry. A prison beating caught on tape leaves 8 guards on suspension and 1 out of a job. The incident happened Tuesday at a detention center in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Sheriff's investigators say a security camera recorded the entire incident, described as 17 minutes of hell. The investigators say that a large organized group of corrections officers met the inmates at the booking area and began beating them. A new government plan is drawing praise from the cattle industry. It involves tagging all cows with radio transmitters, a process that would allow better tracking of diseased animals. Fox's Carol McKinley has the story.
It's on Fox 8 and Fox 14. Good night.